If you will read the book Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Quest for a Fantastic Future, you will surely find it a fantastic read, which gives a detailed account of the ups and downs of surely one of the biggest visionaries of our time. It also gives the reader a sneak peek into Elon Musk's work ethic and the productivity secrets he uses to run multiple profitable and pioneering companies. Elon Musk has proved to be smarter than the average individual. Add with the fact that he has an enormous ambition and drives to succeed. Here are some of the work ethics that Elon Musk follows for better productivity. Number 1. Begins his day with the most critical work. Being the CEO of 3 massive companies, Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, Elon Musk surely has a lot of things to stay updated about every day. That's why he likes to start his day with one of the most critical works. For Musk, this comes in the foray of dealing with extremely important work emails that he needs to address on a priority basis in order to unblock other people's work and progress. According to him, he typically starts the day at 7 a.m. and sends replies to critical emails for at least half an hour. He explained this in one of his speeches. Focus on signal over noise. Don't waste time on stuff that doesn't actually make things better. Number 2. Always values the feedback loop. Despite Musk being on a very tight schedule and often having to work at different locations on a given day, he is constantly trying to optimize his time. However, admitting that he hadn't himself read any books on time management, Musk did share some insightful advice on how to become better. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. This is a very important part of Elon Musk's work ethic as he incorporates not only his own feedback, but also that of others. On the top of that, he even urges budding entrepreneurs to seek preferably negative feedback. He also focuses heavily on hiring only the best people in any field that can provide consistent and truthful feedback. According to Musk, following the feedback loops can lead to increased efficiency, faster implementation, and a better finished product. Number 3. Reasons from first principles. A first principle is defined as a basic assumption that cannot be deduced from any other proposition. It's the only perfectly surety in a complex problem. As for Musk, he always likes to reason from first principles, rather than by an analogy or previous experiences. In this way, he builds his reasoning from the ground up. What is a rocket made of? Aerospace-grade aluminum alloys, plus some titanium, copper, and carbon fiber. Then I asked, what is the value of those materials on the commodity market? It turned out that the materials cost of a rocket was around 2% of the typical price. Musk was quoted saying, for instance, instead of buying a rocket for millions of dollars, Musk went ahead with his decision to purchase the raw materials for cheaper and build the rockets himself in his own company. SpaceX was born in the process. Number 4. Using asynchronous communication. Elon Musk's work ethic dictates that he always prefers to communicate on his own terms. That might mean defaulting on certain emails and texts. In his own words, I do love email. Wherever possible, I try to communicate asynchronously. I'm really good at email. He also tries and makes himself extremely hard to reach for people outside his company by using a rather obscure email address. This lets him focus on actual work for his companies. Number 5. Masters communication. In the time when Musk is not busy building rockets or revolutionizing the automobile industry, he can be found completing his emails. As per his colleagues, he is extremely clear, concise, and direct in his emails. He frequently emails his entire company with new updates and how to communicate, company visions and mission, and even about being more productive at work. He is also considered a master at public speaking, known for converting complex concepts into easy-to-understand language using a much authentic voice. Number 6. Batches tasks. A big part of Elon Musk's work ethic includes multitasking strategically. Whenever possible, he is seen to combine several tasks together, performing a productivity hack known as batching. He answers emails while eating or does a meeting over lunch. Another example includes going through emails and invoices while on phone meetings or interviews. Number 7. Scheduling work. Running 3 companies, and that too all of them futuristic simultaneously, is no small feat, which means time is of great value for Elon Musk. Therefore, he is constantly trying to optimize his time using feedback loops. Just like many other billionaires who are ultra-productive, a big part of Elon Musk's work ethic is about following a very detailed and specific daily schedule. He likes to break his calendar into 5-minute blocks, and finding your way into one of the openings is seriously tough work. He is seen prioritizing engineering, design, and manufacturing and spending around 80% of his time at work on those areas. By splitting his day into 5-minute chunks, Musk is able to manage more tasks scheduled for his work. Number 8. Embraces stretch goals. Perhaps one of Elon Musk's most famous character traits is his tendency to set incredibly ambitious deadlines for his company's projects. He uses a method called stretch goals as a way to change perception. The first step is to establish that something is possible. Then probability will occur, he says. For instance, the initial plan for Tesla was to start rolling out the Roadster in 2006 itself. However, the company had to push the deadline back several times until the car actually became available in 2008. Even though they released the car almost 2 years after the deadline, Tesla maintained the feat of delivering the first completely battery-powered electric car. It is the power of Musk's stretch goals that has given us a world where we can buy one of the best cars, and that too in the electric segment, and also where we finally have reusable rockets. Setting goals that generally maintain the status quo doesn't get you reusable rockets. Number 9. Has developed a growth mindset. As the story goes, in 2004, Musk called upon a supplier to get the price of an electromechanical actuator. The supplier quoted $120,000. Reasoning from first principles, Musk was able to break down the components needed and asked Steve Davis, who is SpaceX's director of advanced projects, to build one from scratch for just under $5,000. Davis spent 9 months designing and building the actuator for $3,900, which eventually flew to space inside the Falcon 1 rocket. Elon Musk is almost never satisfied with where he is now. His companies have previously had enormous achievements, but Musk always knows that there's always room for improvement in every area. There's always a better, faster, or cheaper way to do things, as he says. You should take the approach that you're wrong. Your goal is to be less wrong. Number 10. Has developed a wide knowledge base. According to his brother, Nimble Musk, Elon used to read at least 2 books a day at his early age. In other words, he devoured knowledge every day. This led him to a wide understanding of many sciences, such as physics, math, engineering, and also computer science in general. One of Musk's best quotes is about how he describes knowledge. It is important to view knowledge as sort of a semantic tree, to make sure you understand the fundamental principles about the trunk and big branches before you get into the leaves or details, or there is nothing for them to hang on to. Even while running his companies, Musk never shies away from learning more and constantly learns from the people around him that might have more knowledge on a specific topic. Over the years, Musk has developed T-shaped skills, which can be described as a lot of knowledge in one particular field and a substantial amount of knowledge in many other disciplines and topics. This has allowed him to be world-class in one field but also use his broad knowledge to innovate, find different solutions, be more creative, and collaborate with experts in other fields effectively. These are some of the ethics that Musk follows, and it is solely on the basis of these that he is the kind of leader and a visionary that we know about today. That is all for today. If you liked the video, press like and also share the video with your friends. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.